Atane Baradia Koroni Jamanes Priyaina Sakale Samana Karite Shakati Deonatha Jata Jata Sakale Samana Karite Shakati Deonatha Jata Jata Sakala Samana Karite Shakati Deonatha Jata Jata Sakale Samana Karite Shakati Deonatha Jata Jata Tabito Gaibo Harinama Sukhe Aparadha Habe Dhata Tabito Gaibo Harinama Sukhe Aparadha Behata Tabito Gaibo Harinama Sukhe Aparadha Behata Tabito Gaibo Harinama Sukhe Kabe no kripa labhiyaye jana kritartha hoibe natha 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 Shakti buddhi hina ami ati dina karo more atmasata Shakti buddhi hina ami ati dina karo more atmasata Shakti buddhi hina ami ati dina karo more atmasata Shakti buddhi hina ami ati dina karo more atmasata Yogyata vichare kichu nai pae tomara karuna sara Yogyata vichare kichu nai pae tomara karuna sara Yogyata vichare kichu nai pae tomara karuna sara Jogi आता विचारे किछु नहीं पाए तुम्हारा करुणा सारा करुणा ना हइले कांदिया कांदिया प्राण ना राखिबो हर करुणा ना हइले अरिंद कांदिया प्राण ना राखिबो हर करुणा ना हइले कांदिया कांदिया प्राण ना राखिबो हार करुणा ना Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जय
जय श्री श्री निकाय श्री सुता की
जय
जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की
जय
जय श्रीपाद की
जय
गौर प्रेमानंदे
हरि बोल
Prabhu ji, you can use some books to hold the phone.
I
Otherwise,
think he's doing something now.
I check if it works.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So today we are going to discuss from Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi-Lila, chapter 11, the branches of Chaitanya Nityananda tree, and we are going to discuss from verse 52 and 53. So 52 I will recite and 53 we will recite together. पीताम्बर मध्वाचार्य दास दामोदर शंकर मुकुंद ज्ञान दास मनोहर. That I will speak in 53 will all speak. Among the devotees of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, Pitambar was 64th, Madhvacharya was 65th, Damodar Das the 66th, Shankar the 67th, Mukund the 68th, Gyan Das 69th, and Manohar 78th. This will going to recite together. Nartaka Gopal Ram Bhadra Gorang Das.
Nartaka Gopala Gauranga Das.
Nartaka Gopal Ram Bhadra Gorang Das.
Nartaka Gopala Gauranga Das.
Narsimha Chaitanya Meena Kirtan Ramadas.
Nishinga Chaitanya Nina Kirta Ramadas.
Nartaka Gopal Ram Bhadra Gorang Das.
Nartaka Gopala Gauranga Das.
Narsimha Chaitanya Meena Kirtan Ramadas.
Nishinga Chaitanya Nina Kirta Ramadas.
Nartaka Gopal Ram Bhadra Gorang Das.
Nartaka Gopala Gauranga Das.
Narsimha Chaitanya Meena Kirtan Ramadas.
Nishinga Chaitanya Nina Nartaka Gopala Gauranga Das.
Nartaka Gopal Ram Bhadra Gorang Das.
Nishinga Chaitanya Nina Kirta Ramadas.
Narsimha Chaitanya Meena Kirtan Ramadas. Nartaka Gopal Ram Bhadra Gorang Das. Nartaka Gopal Ram Bhadra Gorang Das. Narsimha Chaitanya Meena Kirtan Ramadas. What meaning? Nartak Gopal, the dancer Gopal. Ram Bhadra, Ram Bhadra. Gorang Das, Gorang Das. Narsimha Chaitanya, Narsimha Chaitanya. Meen Ketan Ramadas, Meen Ketan Ramadas. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Shirapad ki. The dancer Gopal was 71st, Ram Bhadra was 72nd, Gorang Das 73rd, Narsimha Chaitanya 74th, Meenaketan Ram Das the 75th. the translation. Purport by divine grace is not Swami Prabhupada ki. The Gaur Ganudesh Deepa described Mir Ketan Ramdas as incarnation of Sankarshana. End of purport. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. मुखं करोति वाचालं पुंगं लगायति गिरिं यत्कृपातदं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारणम्. Hare Krishna. So, as you can see, there is a very big purport here.
It's not possible to read other words.
I don't know, like, if somebody has prepared class on that, shall I encroach upon their intellectual, means their preparation or not? Last weekend, the speaker next to me, he told me that do not cross your limits. So again, we are just like last week. I was thinking what to speak of when I get the news that Maharaj did not give class. So this chapter describes the glory, the associates of Nityananda Prabhu, and we all know Nityananda Prabhu is Adi Guru. So in this next 35 minutes or so, we'll try to discuss. I need your contribution also, because I'm also not very much prepared for that. We'll discuss the Guru Tattva, because like our spiritual master, those who are initiated. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Our own spiritual master, our own dear Srila Prabhupada, and all the acharyas in our line are, you can say, expansion of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, His mercy. Like so Krishna helps you in multiple ways. Krishna has given us his vigraha. Krishna has, but somebody may say that deities do not speak. I speak to them, I pray to them, but they do not speak. How they communicate to me? So Krishna expand himself, or the mercy incarnation of Krishna is, the walking incarnation of Krishna is Guru. That speaks on behalf of Krishna. But somebody may also say that what if the Guru or spiritual master disappears from the planet? He also has to go back to his Adi-Lila. He has to enter the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. So Krishna is also there, and especially in today's world, like in Vedic times, earlier the Guru used to do not accept many disciples. There are hardly some disciples, like a bunch of disciples the Guru used to take care of. And as you all know, initiation is a very big step. Initiation means it's kind of a contract between disciple and the Guru, that disciple says, that disciple agree that whatever the Guru will say, I will follow, whatever. Even because we are all temple devotees also, those who have good exposure of Krishna consciousness. So I'll speak a little stern. Even your body, your property, your relationships are not yours. After initiation, it belongs to Guru. We can see from the example of Chaitanya Charitamrita, when Sanatan Goswami wanted to commit suicide, his whole body was covered with pores. There were some boils on his body because he drank some stale water from some pond, and his whole body is covered with pores, and pus was coming out from all his body. His body was practically useless, so he wanted to commit suicide. He wanted to die by diving in front of the chariot of Jagannath Rath in Jagannath Puri during the Rath Yatra festival. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his Guru, chastised him. He said that, do you think this body is yours? No, this body is mine. So when we take initiation, this body belongs to Guru, the property belongs to Guru. Because we are not asking for some small thing. We wanted to go back to spiritual world, the highest thing ever possible. Generally, I'm sorry to say this, but it is reality. People from Indian background, they approach a guru for material benefits. That may my business start working, I'll make much profit, or my wife will listen to me, I'll get married, or and number of things. So because they go for these cheap things of this material world only, so the guru will also handle them cheaply, those kind of gurus. But in our bhakti parampara, we do not aim for small things. We do not aim for these material temporary things. We aim for the highest thing, going back to spiritual world. And if you are asking for something very high, that means you have to pay the price accordingly. The price for that is that you have to follow what your guru says. So, but in our bhakti parampara, in our Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition, the guru also do not ask you for, okay, give me a check of 1 million euro, and now the whole day you will just serve me, wash my clothes and everything. No, his motive is to make you perfect Krishna conscious person, so that you will be able to remember Krishna at the time of death also. So initiation is that kind of a commitment, that you are aiming for the highest thing, and Guru also wants you. That's why out of mercy, Guru gives us his words. Like, first of all, we need to understand that we are the one who approached the Guru. Guru didn't came to us. Those who are not initiated, like your spiritual master is not going to come to you that, okay, take initiation from me, I am the Guru, you can become my disciple. No, we are the one who want mercy. We approach the spiritual master. He didn't came to us, and because we approached him, like, for sure he is going back to spiritual world. He is associate of Krishna. Guru is associate of Krishna. He came from there, and definitely he is going back. And we approach him that, please show mercy upon me. Give me a drop of your mercy so that I can also be purified. I can also develop Krishna consciousness in my life, in my heart. So we approach him, and then he gives us his divine instructions, his divine words, his association, so that we can also purify ourselves. So it is mentioned in the Shastra that four we have to be very careful while associating with four people or four things. Like, we must not go very close to them, or must not stay very away from them. One is king or the administrator, fire, woman, and fourth is guru. Because if you go very near to them, you may commit offenses. If king will, a king or a president of a country, or an administrator, if you go too near to him, you may see that there is so many faults. You may commit some offense out of friendliness, out of casualty. So he may punish you. But if you go very, if you maintain quite a distance with him, you will not get the benefit, right? Similarly, fire. If you go too near to fire, you'll get burned. If you go too away, you'll not feel the heat. Similarly goes with the woman, that or the opposite gender, so to say, that we have to maintain proper distance also. And finally, guru, that one must not go like very near to guru. That means one must not see guru casually, that, oh, he is also a human being, he is also getting sick. No, he is mercy incarnation of Krishna. Prabhupada has mentioned in Bhagavatam that Guru is supreme personality of servitor Godhead. Krishna is supreme personality of Godhead. In Sanskrit it is called Sevya Bhagwan and Sevak Bhagwan. Sevya Bhagwan means, the supreme personality Godhead means one who has to be worshipped by all beings. He is the supreme, has to be worshipped. And we all are servants. But among us, the topmost, the supreme personality of servants is Guru. because uh, Krishna don't know us. He will not accept any offering from us. When we offer our bhoga, when we offer our prayers, worship, first we invoke, first we recite the Guru Pranam mantra, right? We all, those who are Brahman initiated, or those who are those who know how to do offering, we all know this. That first we, if we have a spiritual, if we are initiated, we recite the pranam mantra of our spiritual master, or otherwise, Srila Prabhupada is our preeminent Shiksha Guru for all those who are in ISKCON, taking Shiksha in ISKCON. So we recite the pranam mantra of Srila Prabhupada, because only and only Guru and or Prabhupada can offer it to Krishna. Our bhoga has no value in front of Krishna. They know Krishna. So similarly, once I heard in one lecture that these deities, Prabhupada has mentioned in one of his morning walks that this material world is so filthy, this material world is so full of nonsense people, nonsense things, that even, these are the words of Prabhupada, not mine, but it is reality, that even devas, the demigods, do not like to come here to pass urine. They do not want to come here and pass urine. This world is so filthy. And it is reality that like who, I don't know about Paris. Is there any landfill here? Landfill where they collect all the garbage of the city. There must be. It cannot happen. There is so much garbage coming out of the houses every day, coming out of city. So there must be some place where they collect it. In Delhi, because Delhi is a very big city, it has more than 20 million people in it. So on the four corners of Delhi, there are huge landfills, and those landfills are like mountains of garbage. If you see from a distance, there seems to be a very nice mountain. If you don't know, if you don't know the smell, or if you don't know anything about it, so it seems to be very nice mountain. Someday we can do hiking there or something like that. A person can think of that. But as soon as you go near to that mountain, you'll see that it is full of garbage. There are many vultures and all those living entities are encircling that place. Crows are there. Jai Shri Radha Karisishwara ki, Jai Gita ki, Jagannath Baladev Subhra Maharani ki, Jai Shri Prabhupada ki. So nobody wants to go to climb that mountain of garbage. Similarly, this material world, earlier in Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, the demigod used to visit planet Earth. They used to meet, nice people, nice devotees. When Yudhishthira Maharaj did Rajasuya Yagya, all the demigods was present there. And nowadays it is not happening, because this material is not fit for them. But still, Krishna came as his mercy incarnation in the form of his Vigraha. Vigraha nahi tumi sakshat Vajendra Nandan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu confirmed that these deities are not just stone or just statues. They are Krishna himself. But who invited Krishna here? Guru invited Krishna here. Spiritual Master or Prabhupada invited Krishna. They petitioned them, they requested them that you please come here, so that these people, while serving you, can become purified. These disciples, these devotees, while serving you, they can become purified. So these deities, they can be either Vigraha or Galagraha. Galagraha means stone in the neck. One of the ways of giving capital punishment is they hang them on the noose, or another way is you hang very heavy stone around their neck and throw it into the river. This is how government used to punish in Vedic times. So that is called Gala Graha. Gala means a neck, and Graha means what is hanging on the neck. So by the weight of this stone, the person dies. He sinks there. So if we see these deities as Krishna is there because of Guru because of Srila Prabhupada. Especially in our case, Shri Shraddha Sri Nitai Sita Jagannath Maharani. Prabhupada installed them. Prabhupada invited them for us so that we can serve them. So it is our great responsibility also to take care of these deities to the best of our extent. We cannot neglect them. And if we are neglecting them, that means that we are not also respecting Srila Prabhupada, because they are here because of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada asked them to come here, otherwise, Krishna has no business coming here in this material world. So, this is one aspect of Guru. Another aspect of Guru is that he always, because he took charge of his disciple, so he always protects his disciple. Last weekend also I discussed that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going to the journey of South India, he wanted to go alone, but Nityananda Prabhu requested him to take Kala Krishna Das with him, and eventually Kala Krishna Das, got enamored, got attracted by the loose women of gypsies, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought him back. He caught him by his shikha and brought him back. And when he came back to Puri, he handed over to Nityananda Prabhu. But when his own disciple, Junior Haridas, Chota Haridas, when he committed, it was not a grave mistake, it was a mistake, but it was not as grave as mistake of Kala Krishna Das. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu completely rejected him. So, the more we take mercy of Guru, the more we take shelter of Krishna. Actually, the shelter of Guru is more secure than shelter of Krishna. The Shastras described it as the Guru is like pond and we are like a lotus. Our bhakti is like a lotus. And Krishna is like sun. Krishna Suresam Maya Andhakar. So, if the lotus will take shelter of the pond, he will take enough water from the pond, no matter how much scorching heat of sun will be, the lotus will not dry. I don't know whether anybody's seen lotus or not. How many of you have seen a lotus? Never. One or two. Okay. So, lotus is a very beautiful flower. Those who don't know. It is always like, the beauty of Krishna is always compared with lotus. In the prayers of Kunti Maharani prays like Namo Pankaj Nabhaya, Namo Pankaj Maline, Namo Pankaj Netraya, Namaste Pankaj Angre. That your eyes are like lotus, your navel is like lotus, you are wearing the garland of lotus, and your each and every body part is resembling lotus. One of the ways why lotus is so much glorified is because the lotus is a creation of Krishna. It is not the creation of Brahmaji. When Brahmaji was born, he was born on the lotus. So coming back to our example, so lotus always grows in a muddy water in a pond, and especially in India when there is scorching heat, the lotus still stays beautiful because it has taken the shelter of pond. So similarly, our bhakti will always be protected when we take shelter of Guru. But that doesn't mean that we can commit offenses knowingly. Unknown offenses committed by mistake can be forgiven, but not those offenses which are committed knowingly. Like we all every day when we recite 10 offenses against the chanting of the holy name, the 7th offense is committing offenses on the strength of the holy name. Thinking that okay, I have taken shelter of Guru, and or I am chanting Hare Krishna, so I can do anything. Once Srila Prabhupada was because this is a tendency since of the devotees at times that once I have done my 16 rounds, I can do anything. So once Srila Prabhupada was chanting his rounds, and as soon as he finished his 16 round, he pulled the bead from the counter beads down, and he just kind of teased devotees that now I have chanted my 16 rounds and I can do any damn thing I want. So that's not the reality that we can do. Actually, Srila Prabhupada has given us the standards which we can follow. So, and even in today's world, like nobody is more has made bhakti so convenient than any other guru. Even I'm sorry to say, but it is reality. Even if the other gurus or any other sampradayas also, if they are, if their followers are doing bhakti, it is because of Srila Prabhupada. Because Srila Prabhupada made bhakti available for everybody. I'm very, very, very sure before coming to ISKCON also, you must have heard Hare Krishna Mahamantra, even in France, even like anywhere else also. It is all because of Srila Prabhupada. Have you heard it before?
I don't remember.
So, like we can see on our Sankirtan also, that people do know Hare Krishna. So, so it is all mercy of Srila Prabhupada that people are getting to know about Hare Krishna Mahaprabhu, people are getting to know about Krishna. So this is the heart of a guru, that he always want his disciples to be advanced in spiritual life. That's why he did all this hard work. He wants actually, when you love Krishna, you want everybody to get the mercy of Krishna. The biggest anxiety of Krishna is to get his part and parcel back in spiritual world, back in his home. Like none of the parents whose children are lost can be satisfied by giving any number of things, isn't it? If a children somehow lost if the parent somehow lost his child, no amount of property, no amount of money can pacify the parent, right? Similarly, Krishna and Radharani are also in anxiety, that how how they can attract, or they can get their lost children, all the jivas who are in this material world, back in spiritual world. So the guru, he understands that anxiety, and he takes charge of that anxiety, that I will go to the material world, and I will try to bring back those souls back to your lotus feet. This is the anxiety of the spiritual master, that he will not ask us any material benefit or anything. He always want us to be good devotees of Krishna. That's his inner desire, so that we can go back to spiritual world. And that's why all his instructions are aligned towards that goal, that we follow ourselves nicely, Krishna consciousness nicely, and preach to the whole world also. Make more and more devotees. That's the desire of Srila Prabhupada, that's the desire of the acharyas in our lineage also. So we as a disciples, those who are disciples or those who are thinking to take initiation, that we have to get ready, that this mission demands commitment, this mission demands, it's not going to be a easy journey. His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj Prabhupada has mentioned in, like, there are so many quotes of his, so many powerful quotes of his. One of them is there just next to the on the fridge next to the book room. One of his quotes I like too much, that those who are specially favored by Krishna find their path set with thrones. So because we are aiming for the highest thing, because we are aiming to go back to spiritual world, so the cost will also be appropriately high. It won't be like just by chanting by 16 hours, just by maintaining my own business, you can go back to spiritual world. We have to develop missionary activity, missionary spirit in ourselves. The more we'll preach Krishna consciousness to the people in general, the more we'll become the example to be followed. It is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita that sadhura alpa chidra saura jagat gaya. The conduct of a devotee, the life of a devotee should be like that. That whoever sees it, like as soon as you start wearing dhoti kurta, as soon as you start wearing saris, as soon as you start wearing tilak on your forehead, as soon as you start practicing Krishna consciousness, the eyes of people will be on you. They will always try to find fault in you. Like we all can see that, if there is a big white sheet, very nice bright white sheet, and there is only one small dark spot over there, so everybody will talk about that dark spot. Similarly, those who are practicing Krishna consciousness, their life is also like the great big white bright sheet, and if we'll do anything unappropriate, people will talk about that. So we have to be very careful how we conduct ourselves with other people, how we conduct ourselves among ourselves also. People will see and people will take this example. So as soon as we are wearing dhoti kurta sari, we are wearing tilak, we are representing ISKCON. ISKCON is not a building, ISKCON is not a property, ISKCON is not a physical destination, 230 Avenue de la Division, Leclerc, Sarcelles, France 95200. ISKCON is not that address. It was not that address 15 years back. ISKCON is a society. It is made up of people. International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And society is always made up of people. That is, we are ISKCON. When we meet somebody, when people see us, for them we are ISKCON. Whatever good or bad activities we do, whatever good and bad example we set in front of them, that is ISKCON. So, in one way, when we go out in public, when we do our things, when we associate with people, they are associating with ISKCON. We are representing ISKCON, and whatever we do, their perception is made upon that what is ISKCON. So that is always made upon our conduct. So our conduct must be very ideal, because we are not representing ourselves. We are representing our spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, and the whole Guru Parampara. We are representing Krishna in front of them. So the big onus is on us at how this movement will grow, because it has to happen. Like Prabhupada mentioned that these books are there for next 10,000 years. And we can see also, ISKCON is practically the only spiritual organization which expanded after the departure of his leader. Otherwise, none of the spiritual organization expand after. Generally, they contract. They get reduced in amount of their practices or in amount of the followers after the departure of the leader, because till the leader is there on the planet, so he binds everybody. He binds all the opposing forces. But ISKCON is the only organization which expanded, like right now it is 10 times in last 50 years after the departure of Srila Prabhupada from this physical proximity. Spiritually, he is always there. He is always there in his books, in his deities, in his instructions. So, and it will happen like, those who are third generation devotee, second generation devotee like us, whose spiritual master are the direct disciples of Srila Prabhupada. We still get the glimpse of Srila Prabhupada by seeing our own spiritual master. But the next generation that will come, they are not able to see. We know somebody who has seen Prabhupada, who has associated with Prabhupada, but the next generation won't be like that. So the great onus is on us. And anybody heard this game of Chinese Whisperer? Never?
I think in French we call it Arabic phone.
Arabic phone.
Yeah, we repeat and it's in the end
Yes,
the same.
yes.
It's the same.
They line a number of people, and somebody do some act on the last, and the next person just sees and try to replicate, and the last person always get it wrong, totally wrong. So we are just, Srila Prabhupada gave those instructions in his books. Practically he showed it in his lectures. the next generation saw it, followed it. They followed it very nicely. One of the reasons why ISKCON expanded also because Srila Prabhupada was missionary. Srila Prabhupada was totally dedicated to the instruction of his guru, and his disciples are also like that. He empowered them to follow the same. Not everybody did it, but those who did it, they did it very nicely. It is always happen like this. You must have heard this principle. You might have heard this principle, Pareto principle. Pareto principle says that 20% of the people do 80% of the work. 80% of the people do 20% of the work. And it is universal. It happens everywhere. So they were disciples of Srila Prabhupada also. Like they might be 20%, but they really did a great job. They really they expense their blood and sweat to expand ISKCON, to preach, to present the right example despite all those disasters. So, so similarly, it is the onus is on us also. We are next in line in this Chinese whisperer or Arabic phone. If we do not follow as it is, what will pass to the next generation will also be distorted. So, as Srila Prabhupada has mentioned very nicely that everything is there in my books. I would like to read something which is very close to my heart towards the end of this class. These are the 10 last instructions of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, which are very dear to my heart. I try to follow them. So it is like this is how we can proceed ISKCON further. So I'll read them. Always accept His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON, as preeminent Siksha Guru of all times. Always accept ISKCON Governing Body Commission as ultimate management authority of ISKCON, and as Srila Prabhupada's representative, to therefore follow its instruction and directions. Lead your life so as to be exemplary representative of ISKCON and Srila Prabhupada. Sorry.
That we read.
Please read.
4. Cooperate together with all other ISKCON devotees to push this movement forward. 5. When some of you advance sufficiently to become gurus and sannyasis, to work under the GBC authorized processes to take up those services. 6. Never leave ISKCON. First and foremost, think of yourselves as members of ISKCON. Never fight with ISKCON. Resolve your differences internally in a Vaishnava way. Someone else want to read?
Never align yourself. I can't see it. Never align yourself with persons or groups not authorized by the GBC. Seriously study Srila Prabhupada's books on a regular basis. Always chant at least 16 attentive rounds every day. Chant at least 25 rounds on Ekadasis and special festival days, and strictly follow the 4 regulated principles of no meat eating, no intoxicants, no gambling, and no illicit sex. Work to make ISKCON a dynamic society.
Continue donating your time and resources to ISKCON's causes. So, this is the heart of his disciples, Srila Prabhupada's disciple. Like, I have seen them from very near. Each and every aspect of their life, it is always there for preaching Krishna consciousness, to make ISKCON. ISKCON is the only hope, so to say. So, we have to try our best to propagate, to become good examples, rather than fighting ourselves, like fighting with each other. We need to resolve all those differences for the greater cause of Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
You say Krishna accepts nothing if it's not offered to Guru before.
Actually, Krishna accepts from the hands of Guru.
Yeah, from the hands of Guru, but if like someone is like, in example, in the forest, he just like, you have no knowledge about this, you know, you just like have connection with God, you offer everything with all his earth. Krishna will not receive this and not accept this.
By the mercy of Krishna, you'll get Guru. By mercy of Guru, you'll get Krishna. If you are sincere, Krishna will make a Guru enter in your life.
Always.
Always.
There is no case in Srimad Bhagavatam or in the scriptures like someone.
There may be, but exception, and exception are not rules. There are cases when in 9th canto itself it was there that the Guru didn't went to spiritual world, but disciple went. So that's exception. That hardly happens, rarely happens. But Guru is the way. Like that's how, you know, all the spiritual sects work. Christianity, without Jesus you cannot approach God. Without Muhammad you cannot approach Allah. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai.